my team, hey, throw up like all the things high level replaces back there. And the checklist is something that's helpful if you're trying to help a client or if I'm trying to help a small business move all their other software stack into high level. I like to, well, the truth is AI can come in here and do everything. And the more ingredients you have in the kitchen, the more it can do. And so the real thing that's going to inhibit your a business from growing right now is going to be having to, go through an integration. That's always going to really limit what the AI can do. And so I'm a big proponent of having everything in one spot.
I did have my AI and AI employees prompts were not that great, but I watched a video on it and I copied this guy's formula on a prompt and it was like 100 times better.
Yeah. We've got some sample documents. I'll show you real quick. And guys, we're live. I'm going to be doing a training on the new upgrade to the workflow pro plans that are in high level that make it like so much cheaper to build really, really cool workflows. And they used to charge you basically a cent whenever you'd send a custom webhook out, which would be one that you could totally control the format of. And so if you're doing any like CRM syncing, like if you have a dialer, predictive dialer where you're loading tons of contacts in, or if you're doing outbound AI calls where the call happens, and then if you're doing this in Zapier or Make or anywhere, there's like 30 steps to process that call. So it costs a lot. And then even just sending the call in and out is going to cost an extra 2 cents every time you do it. So it's like it added way up. And I had a $3,000 a month Zapier bill before I switched over to Make. I got them to 3,000 a quarter. And then now I don't need it, but I'm in contract. So save yourself some money and definitely would recommend using this. Go ahead and show. I feel like I forgot what I was telling you, Brian. There was something I was riffing on the side with you on, and then I just jumped into my video. But
Well, I know we talked about setting up the AI thing and I said I had it. Um,
yeah.
So are
Oh,
you on the plan that has three, Brian? Do you have three
Currently,
accounts?
I haven't decided, guys, if I want to go what do you call it?
Unlimited or pro?
Agency or not. I'm not sure if I want to do that.
Yeah. Well, you don't need to until you get. There's a couple things that would push you. It would probably be needing the 2.0 API before. That was what the main thing that kicked me up to the 497 was. You get a lot more functionality with integrations. But these
Mm,
days, guess what? I don't even do anything. I don't integrate anything outside of high level if I don't have to. That's like my worst case scenario. And I would rather think of a different way to get more leads out of my list inside of what's already in there than deal with the issues that come behind an integration.
mm.
So, anyways, what I was going to show you is inside of our client hub, you've got a bunch of our sample prompts and stuff like that. So, if you're one of our clients or affiliates and you just have to use the code somewhere to be an affiliate, we've got this dashboard where you can get to our like public community that has all the courses, our internal client space for done for you clients where you have private channels. Those are all high level communities, just like it's Go Collab, kind of like school. Um, Affiliate programs, snapshots, and then we have onboarding forms for every service. So really sweet setup. And then a ticketing form, which you can use to get questions answered if you're an affiliate or just executed if you're a client. So, Brian, I don't care if you get affiliated or not. You can grab this link and we'll take a look at the templates, man.
Hey,
And
hey, Rob, how do I get in there?
you just go to I think I've sent you the link a couple times. You just get the link out of the chat. It should also be in your email and your text. And now let's do the workflow update. So here it is. I think this is no, we got to go to the change log. I noticed this on Tuesday, this came out. So I was saying they used to charge a cent and now they charge, oh, come on. Here it is. Now, so it was a cent per execution. Now for just $10, you can get it down to be, 0.008 cents per execution. On the growth plan, it's 30,000 for 25. Originally, it was 15 for 10,000. So they've made it much cheaper. Now it's 25 for 30,000 and 65,000 for 50. So this is so cheap. It's way cheaper than Make. It used to be that um, I used Zapier, but it scales. Zapier is much more expensive than Make. And then HighLevel's premium actions were still more expensive than both. But now this is probably lower than Make.
And I'm sorry, when it says execution, does that mean, I mean, what does that mean? I'm not
Yeah.
sure.
Well, let me show you where you use these and what all the different premium actions are, and that'll give you clarity on this. So in the automations, if we go into a workflow, first off, if you guys haven't seen this, it probably took us 4 hours to set up accounts before, a full front to back in that like custom. And now with this right here, I'm not sure exactly how much it's saving us, but I expect it probably cut an hour, 2 hours off of that. Because just adding the Met copy in and a wait step custom for everybody for every single nurture, I'm almost certain that was the thing that took the longest out of everything we did. And now you can just drop a prompt in here. So this is a great benefit to anybody who's doing it themselves or even my white label agency clients, because now we can get a lot more done with every hour since that's how we work.
Hey,
And
Rob, real quick on that, he's talking about the execution, but what is the average contact person? How many executions do they have per contact? It just depends on what you have to do. If it sends out a text message, an email, or whatever, is that an execution? Or what's the average one
yeah,
that people do?
so I'd say it just depends on what the process is. Anything with a crown beside it is a premium action. So for instance, pulling information from Slack is going to be a premium action. Custom webhooks are premium actions. Pulling data or syncing it with a Google Sheet. There's certain functions where they charge you, like the AI flows are premium actions. These are charged at the premium action rate that we just talked about, but this is the only one that's different. This one is charged at 5% below the OpenAI rate for GPT-5. So it's still a discount, but it is not free like everything else, right? This is the cheapest place you can get access to GPT-5 anywhere. There's nowhere else that has it below market price. But obviously there's still a cost associated. And just imagine I take this and I put 50,000 contacts through a GPT step. It's a crazy amount of tokens that's going to burn. So obviously it has to be paid for. Now these, I'm pretty sure these are just or the 1 cent. And then if you go on the different packages we talked about, where it's 65,000 for 25 bucks or whatever it was, it's going to be much, much cheaper, which is awesome because if you have a big business, these costs really do add up, and being able to get this stuff for that price is amazing. Custom codes one, and then all these things down here.
So I'm sorry, so those premiums, are they part of the execution or action, or is that separate?
Every time a contact goes through the workflow and hits one of these steps, that's an execution,
Okay.
right? And then you can even pay, use other people's apps in here, and I think they're all considered premium actions. Like this down here is like a third party workflow action I added. Um, and these are also going to drop in price. So really cool. Does that make sense to everybody? And I can kind of cover some scenarios that I covered some of the ones that use a lot of tokens or that use a lot of premium executions. And there's one more I'm going to talk about that's really cool.
I
Um,
mean, I guess if you just had a basic, you really wouldn't have to worry about that. But when you're into the more in depth with a lot of clients is when you would really use this one. It just depends on what you wanted to set up and how you were set up. Like, how many executions do you think you do per client on everybody that's in your system, Rob?
I do not know. I know for one client last month, they needed to scrub a list with our litigator scrub of 50,000 records, and the scrub itself was only 1 cent. Um, so that's what our scrubbing service cost.
Right.
But you have to get it in HighLevel, and if we just did a bulk upload to the service, it wouldn't give us as much detail. So
Mhm.
we have to do it in workflow, and so we have to send a custom webhook out and then we have to update the data. So that custom
Right.
webhook was a cent, I think, to send it out and a cent to take it back or something
Bring it
like
back, right?
that. So that means that we were paying 2 cents on top of the one for every single time that went, which is a lot when you're talking about 50,000 records.
Right.
It's over $1,000. And so now, oh, and the way it worked is we were on the workflow pro plan, but it only had the $15 for 10,000 executions.
Oh,
And if you go over, your rate goes back up. Not all and now they changed it to where when your rate goes up, it doesn't go back up much. And they gave you two more packages. So really now I can sell that service for much less, right? The litigator scrub is going to tell you if it's a mobile number, if it's a US number, if they've ever sued anybody, federal or state, for TCPA violation or written a demand letter. And even if you're compliant, I just don't even care. I don't want to end up in any kind of situation with somebody who has done that before. It's just too risky. I'd rather just delete that lead in most cases.
well,
Uh,
that's a great tool because you've ran into that before. You didn't even do anything wrong, and then people come after you. So
yeah,
if you can just avoid everything from the first,
yeah,
that's especially if you use a lot of people, if you have a lot of advertising or people respond to your funnel and you have it in there, you want to make sure you're talking to the right person. You're not going to get hamstrung
yeah.
later on by them, contacting you and asking for $10,000.
It was a Facebook ad, and the guy clicked a box that said we could text him. Um, but he did a class action on me and somebody else the same day. I was playing darts, and I get a email with a letter, and class actions are really serious. And of course, I was scared. Fortunately, I showed my attorney everything, and he said, in federal court, you can't represent your company without an attorney, so you have to get an attorney. And so it's like it was gonna be 14 grand for him to even take it to the point where I could win. He was like, "You're totally innocent, but for me to write the three different motions that are required to get us here, this is what it's gonna cost." He said, "I recommend you settle with him." So they just get 7K settlements all day, because even if you're totally innocent. But I think the court must have looked into the other case. I was delaying my reply as much as I could, and I was going to settle for 7 grand. But before I paid, the court dismissed the case, and I never even had to reply. I got really lucky. In the process of dealing with that, I cold called a TCPA attorney. And I was hoping to exchange services, and that's the guy who's now front page of Google, number one for his.
Yeah.
He couldn't help me because he's in the wrong state, but I got a client out of it, and then I got everything dismissed. And he says that that never happens. Like the court never dismisses stuff like that. So I don't know what that's about. But guys, what other questions do you have? Did everything I say make sense? Do we have any clarification that's needed?
I do have a question for all of you since you're probably more experienced in me than GHL, but
Hmm.
is it does the GHL website builder is that pretty good?
Yeah. So this is the attorney site who I was telling you about, who I cold called because I was trying to not have to pay an attorney. Uh, and we took two sites he liked. He said, I like this site that has a skyline, but it was a different city. And he liked another aspect of a different site. And we basically made a combination of the two in HighLevel.
Mm.
To give perspective on timeline for doing a custom build like this with HighLevel, you can tell us exactly like here's two sites I like. I like one this from that, this from that. It'll take us about 2 hours to build a template like this, and then 15 minutes per page after that with all the help of AI. So it's
Gotcha.
not long. And if you're, and that's, I'm just trying to give you guys some perspective on how cheap our fulfillment costs are. That means we can get a website to you that's 10 pages for $300, so something like that. Maybe like, I'm not going to do the math in my head right now, but you guys get it. It's cheap. Um, Anybody got any other questions? It doesn't have to be related to the topic at all. Brian's muted, but I'm not sure if he's talking to us. There he goes.
Sorry, I keep
Brian, so what systems do you have set up right now? So somebody you said credit card processing. Do they hit your website? Do you have a form? Take me through where you
yeah.
go
I
and
mean,
high level it
typically,
goes to, how far it goes.
yeah. So the high level was set up when I was running Facebook ads, and
Mm-hmm.
I had somebody that helped me set up the Facebook integration with the Go High Level form, I guess the contacts form.
Mm-hmm.
And but I was getting so many leads in, I had to pause it because I couldn't keep up.
That's a good problem.
That's a problem. Yeah.
And but then I had I'm not sure, I still am not sure if it's doing any automated follow-up that it was supposed to be doing.
Okay.
So
Do you
Well,
know?
you should, that's one of the thing about it. You want to learn step by step. One thing Rob does is he can handle and kind of teach you and have his people. If you can't do it, then he'll do it all for you as
yeah,
far as that. But you can go in there and look at step by step because they have a bot that will answer all the questions, send all the text messages out until they're ready to
Mhm.
book, and then they send it to you. So he does all that other stuff. You don't have to worry about following up with them. The AI does everything for you, and then whenever they're ready to talk to somebody, then they get on the phone with you or whoever else in your company.
yeah. And
I-
one of the problems is, and maybe Rob knows how to fix it, is having the form, I guess, that's taking this information and weeding out the bots or the
Yeah.
bad leads.
So I've got a lot of perspective around that topic. The first thing I would say, Facebook does have a thing where you can make them enter a one-time password to get the lead.
Hmm.
You can also add more qualifications to your
Right.
lead form, and I don't recommend doing either one of those things. Here's why.
Right.
Um, if you've already shown the ad to somebody, you're charging based off of impressions. If it's already been shown to them, I want every phone number that they will give me, and I'm gonna text all of them and email all of them until they all tell me stop. You know what I
Right.
mean? I have what, 6 new people on this meeting, and I haven't run ads since December.
Yeah.
Just texting the same 6,000, and out of a pile that big, it cost me 250 grand, but that there's enough people that become ready for my help every week that there's
Yeah.
people that pop on still. And so you got to get that audience to critical mass, and then it's about carefully nurturing them. So there's
Gotcha.
two parts: carefully nurture, and then but after you're showing the ad, get everybody.
Yeah.
So you just want first name, last name, phone on that lead form. The other thing you can do is check a box. It'll send a DM on Facebook as well. You hit up both of the two channels, and then if you're not getting a response on Meta, you got 24 hours to keep hitting them and be like, "Hey, I'm not getting a response from you. What's your right phone number, right email? Here's a booking link." And that's going to maximize it. So get everybody and
Rob, on your form, you're just asking for the phone number, or you're also asking for the email?
name, phone, email,
Name, phone, email. Okay.
and
Yeah.
then
And see, that's what I'm asking for too, except a lot of times it seems like they're only leaving a phone number, not a name, not an email. And I'm like,
we
can't
can
I prevent that? Isn't there a requirement I can add?
yeah, we can check out that form for you if you want.
Yeah.
But you can definitely require it. People will still put a fake one if they don't want to give it to
Yeah.
you. But here's the other side of what I was saying. So what you want to do is maximize everything you got and build it as big as you can. But you don't want to use any impressions on the wrong people. And the way you do that, there's two ways. On the ad set level, you can try different methods of targeting. And then um, you also want to make sure you've got your conversions API set up to send signals back when people book or when they take actions. Like I have this conversions API workflow and a video on my YouTube about it where I'm sending back every page visit, I'm sending back every appointment booking, every time they message me, a message like a text response, I'm sending it back to give Facebook as much data as they can on who's real. And so when somebody's real, I'm going to overwhelm Meta with that feedback saying that was a real person in the backside, and that's going to help them target on the front end and not give bad impressions. The other thing you do is you got to work with the algorithm. So think about TikTok and Instagram Reels. That's what people always do, the call out in the very first 3 seconds. So you say if you are between the ages of 30 and 40 and making over 15 grand a month and have this kind of business, then you need to watch this. Anyone who doesn't fit those criteria, they're not going to keep watching, and the algorithm can tell. And then this is how the AI works. It's going to automatically only show to the people that just talked about it in the other room a second ago. Like,
Yeah. So you don't get those impressions chewed up.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then whenever you find a real person, then it sends all that data back to Facebook to say, hey, you need to find more people like this guy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because we did send up an ad. It was Facebook and TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
And it seemed like it was kind of successful, except I just couldn't stand it when I don't see a name or, not enough info.
Yeah. Um, it's it's a pain. The way that I nurture my leads to keep it as light as possible is when a new lead comes in, I'm gonna call them back to back probably just once, but I'm gonna call him back, maybe back to back with a text. At most, I'm gonna hit him one more time. But instead of just spending my day all dialing, what I'm gonna do is come up with some valuable content and drop it twice a week, so that over time, by the time those people actually do talk to me, they like me and they know I'm
Yeah.
not gonna annoy them. Um, so that's the way I like to do it, and it's a pretty good, it's a real comfortable clip. You know, I'm managing my IT team, no customer service, no sales. I manage all of it, but I'm able to do it because of the format, the group calls, and the way I do it. Um, yeah, man. Any other questions? Anything else you could use some help with?
Not that I have right now.
Yeah. Well, cool. Well, guys, I think I've got to get ready to go get a haircut. We've got until 3, but Ina, did you grab a time with me? And Brian, I'm not sure if you're looking for help yet or not, are you?
I mean, I'm not sure. I'm checking it out right now. Maybe I will. I did open up your link, so
Okay,
check that out after here.
cool.
Hey,
Um,
Rob, do I need
Out
to
of
do anything
time
else?
for tomorrow.
okay, great. Thank you, Ina. And then somebody else said something too.
Ramin. So
What's
send
up,
the
Rob?
link in the chat. Yeah.
Oh, the
Yeah,
link.
it's Bob. I just asked if you don't need to do anything else for tomorrow.
We need to get you on with somebody who has, well, do you have your script, Bob? Do you want to email it to me?
I have we're talking about a webinar, and I have a canned one,
Mm-hmm.
and I was trying to create a custom one, which I sent to you, and I sent the landing page to you and to support, and
Mm-hmm.
I also sent the HTML code.
Okay. So you don't want us to use that template we had for you? The one I showed you, the that I use?
I'm sorry, I'm not.
It was this one. Does this look familiar? Let me share my screen. I'm not. Does this look familiar?
No.
I showed you this one and we talked about the FAQs here, I think, and we were saying you should highlight some of them in your document that you wanted to put here, and we were going to have the calendar form for booking right underneath the video is what we had said. Do you remember that?
Okay. I remember talking about uh, because I added so many frequently asked questions because I thought you
Yeah.
were training the bot with it.
You know, it's
Uh,
possible I wasn't sharing my screen when I was talking about it, so
so what I'll do is I'll go in and I'll narrow down the
all right.
frequently asked questions. How many frequently asked questions do you want?
Um, I would do like no more than this, so like 10.
10?
And
Okay.
if you want us to use, we're cool to use your HTML code. When did you send that to the team for the webinar page?
Yesterday. Yesterday.
Great. And then we're gonna get you on with somebody tomorrow who has access to Shehob's Facebook because I do not know why. I saw it. I saw the invite was sent. There's no other admins. I don't understand what's going on, and
Hmm.
I'm not gonna run around this anymore. We need to get them on the phone so we can just get it done.
Right. Okay.
So we're gonna
So
get,
I, so I texted you. I said, whenever you want to do that, I'll make myself available.
yeah, let's do it tomorrow.
We have an appointment. We have one for 2:30 tomorrow.
Yeah, they saw that. The team said, "Hey, we've got Bob at 2:30." Well, I said I need somebody who can get into Shehob's account. He's sick. I'm not sure if he'll be back tomorrow or not, but I think that Mafuz, our other creative, has it access to. So we'll see.
Okay. All right.
Um, and that is that. Now, if you can email me your ad script, that's actually the script I was talking about because I wanted to help critique your ad script before you filmed it.
I didn't do an ad script.
Okay.
Do you have a format for it?
Um, you want to have that call out, like I said in the beginning.
Hmm.
So if you're over XYZ age, if your annuities total over XYZ amount, something that'll get you in front of the right people. And you'll
Hmm.
be shocked. You can say if you can call out if you're only people making over 50K a month. And
Hmm.
sometimes your lead, like we did that for the merchant processing ads that we ran, Brian. And we said if you're making over 50K a month and doing peptides and you need trouble with the US bank ban, contact us. And we got so many people that were really highly qualified and our leads were $5. I thought the lead cost was going to shoot up when you said a big qualifier, but it did not. We just got really good leads. So
What are you finding like the average lead cost?
it's just, it varies so much. Like if you do it the right way, it can be way lower than you would think. Um, Facebook has a metric for how you compare to other advertisers with a similar offer. And that's the best way to kind of look and see how you're
Hmm.
doing. In general, like 10 to 30, I'd say 20 is probably average.
Hmm.
Some industries, like if you're doing traditional real estate, those suckers can be 200. So it just depends on the saturation of the offer, how many people are competing with you for that impression.
Hmm.
And then you can find ways to to reach. So maybe everybody's going for traditional real estate, but if you have just some weird angle on it, or you have a different offer you can give to the same types of people who are like, let's say, oh, it's kind of hard for me to think of a good example right now. But you can offer the same audience a different offer that nobody's competing with, and you can get a lower lead cost and
Yeah.
still get in touch with the same types of people. So
Yeah.
you just have to think about each specific one. But off the bat, we just try the call out with a good criteria. You know, you could target businesses because I know you're working with a lot of corporations on some of those big packages you were talking about. That
Hmm.
would be a really smart move.
Bob, are you familiar with ChatGPT as far as asking them a question and working on your script through them?
Yes, Rob.
Okay.
Yeah, he's very, very familiar with it.
Okay.
Now, Bob, what I can do is I can send you one of my ads, and that could
Mhm.
be a good thing for, well,
Yeah, send me that. Yeah,
my
send me
Instagram
that.
is gone. Let me see if I can find this on YouTube. I should,
Now, what I was going what I was going to say is if you could review the landing page for a critique, that would be good.
um, yeah, we can.
I sent that last night after we talked.
Okay.
It was
I'm
probably around
booked up,
6 o'clock, 7 o'clock.
I'm booked up most of the day today,
Hmm.
but I say we take a look at it. The team has probably already worked on, when we met the last time, I told them to go ahead on the webinar page that we had discussed on the meeting before.
Okay.
So I'll check in with them on what they've already done there. And either way, we need the ad is going to have to be ready before we get anything up. And I think we should do a video ad unless you want to pivot to a graphic, which we can do. But my experience is when you run a graphic,
I was
um,
working on the video ad.
yeah, I think we
I have
should.
a script. I have a script for it.
Oh, that's what I was just asking you for. I was asking if you had the script for the ad.
Okay. Well, I didn't realize
No, you're good, man. If you can get me this,
it's about 28 seconds, 30
that's
seconds.
perfect. That's what I need. Email that to me so that I can make sure that
Oh,
it's
you're talking about the script?
the script is what I want to see. So
Okay,
I
because I don't have the call
video.
uh the evaluator in the beginning.
Oh, well, yeah. Well, I'll help add that in. I still want to check the whole thing. You're gonna know what the right qualification is, and then you may want to target just like I really think targeting the big companies for that proposition. The idea that ChatGPT gave you sounds like a great idea. Then again, I don't know what the sales cycle is like there. Could be too long.
We'll talk about that.
All right. Well, I can critique your script and I'll take a look at that funnel regardless, and I'll check with my team on where they are with the build out, and let me see if I can find you an ad. Oh, I don't think I have it in here, man. Um, so I can find it in my phone. It's gonna take me a minute, but I'll find the ad and send you a good one.
And
So
I don't and I was using Claude and it created 4 webinars for me in 4 webinar slides programs, and I have to decide which one I want to use, and then I have to redesign some of the internals on that.
all right. Um, they're going to get the webinar page done. Your high level build is probably done. I've got a list. I asked my guys to give me a list of where everybody stands. I'm going to be sending out calendar links. A lot more people are already ready than I thought. So I was really impressed by where everybody's at. I think they're moving ahead of schedule somehow, even with all the volume we brought on. So, um, Bob, I expect there's an update for you, and I'll text you about that along with the update I get back from the team on
Okay.
status of everything. Deal?
Yes. Yes.
Cool guys. Anything else anybody needs real quick?
I
Yeah,
Well,
appreciate
Rob.
thanks.
the conversation.
Oh,
Say
Yeah, I
again?
was just go ahead.
Sorry, Lance.
No, you're good. Go ahead, Brian.
No, I just want to say I appreciate you guys letting me jump on.
You're welcome, man. These are public. You can come anytime you want. Um, this one we like it was a lot more like open conversation than sometimes, but the topic was so short today that I felt like it was better to, kind of let you guys ask questions more. So I
Sure.
appreciate you coming. Welcome anytime. Good to see you, Ed. I haven't gotten to say hi to you yet, man, but I see
yeah.
you.
It's okay. Yeah, I do have a couple questions for you. just quick updates. Your guys went they fixed the name on my account, so thank you for that. The other thing too, last time I wanted to grab the ticket form. I know you sent me a link, and I thought I saved it on my computer, but I can't find it. Could you just show me where to find it on your app?
Yeah. So you want to go to this. I'm not sure if, let me share my screen. So this is the page you need to have, this is the only page you need, the link you need to have access to everything.
Correct. Yeah, but where do I find this page on the
You can go
on
high.
the on my dashboard?
You're talking about inside. It's not in Go High Level.
No, it's in. I'm on your on mass marketing app.
You're in this, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're trying to you're in the app, you're trying to figure out where it's located in the app.
You
Yes.
can't get to it in here. But you can get to it through the link that has all of our other resources. We
Did you drop that link, Rob?
could update this page. Oh yeah, you can get to it in here. So Ed, it's right here.
What does it say on that? I can't see it.
I'm not sure I can move it around
Is
here.
he client
Portal.
space
MMAI portal.
MMAI? And mine only say MMAI client space. That's what I have.
Probably needs to be
Oh,
updated.
portal. Oh, I see the portal right below that. I got you. Okay.
Cool. The client space, that's where your dedicated channel is, right? So that's like the for your communication with the team, but it's always better just to submit tickets, which are right here. You just
Okay, gotcha.
button in the
Okay.
bottom right.
And I just saw that. And okay. Yeah, because and so a couple of things I wanted to find out. Now the phone situation, I know we got it under control now. How do I link that to my phone, or how do I share that with a customer? Do I just give them the new phone number, or I can link it to my business phone line?
If you've got a business phone number, we should port that into high level.
Mm,
So for now, you can forward it to your high level number. And so we'll
okay.
just put in a ticket and say, hey, Rob's team, I want to, for now, can you guys help me forward my calls to, I don't know what kind of phone system it is. You'll have to tell us so that we can update the settings
Okay.
for you, or you can try to update it yourself. But we need to forward those calls to a high level number, and we can do that while the port is processing. We can get it also brought into high level. We just need you to fill out a form, and it's like kind of annoying because you got to prove that it's your number for the carrier to let you move it. Uh,
Okay.
they'll give you the form. Just tell them that's what you want to do.
Okay, got you. And one other quick question. So I think I spoke to you this last time. I'm trying to do kind of like trying to create agent for my service and so forth. So I went into ChatGPT and I did a pretty much I created a whole format where I need like 4 different agents to run my operation.
Mhm.
So I did get some reply back how it should be done and so forth. So I wanted to know if your team will be able to help me with that process, because I want to create that particular system and be able to sell it to other businesses that I do.
Yeah. So all you need to do is take a screen recording. I use Loom, and
Okay.
projects like this is a custom automation. So you go to onboarding forms here, and custom SaaS project is the one you use.
Okay.
And then you're going to fill that out. Basically, the main thing we need is you to do a screen recording with Loom where you show, like, here's the software where I do this, and I have to take this and move it over here and do this with it. You need to explain exactly what you're doing in your process. My
Okay.
team, my team will quote it. Now, without knowing, maybe what you're talking about can be done all in high level already, which could mean it'd be very quick to set up, or
Hmm.
it could take, $10,000 to set up. It could take 100 hours. I just don't know what it is yet. Um,
Okay.
so start with that video, drop it to the team. You can really do it right here in the IT request or here, because the main thing we need is just to know what the manual process is. We'll need to get access to any of the different softwares you're using, um,
Hmm.
assuming that it can't just all be done in high level already. So
Yeah, most likely, like I said, all I'm trying to do is like trying to have like different AI doing different things for my business, and then have the 3 or 4 AIs communicating together and give me one report, and I'm able to deal with just one AI with that.
yeah, I think you might need the AI agent platform that's coming out if you
Correct.
do a bunch of tasks behind the scenes. and it's not out yet, we could build something like that in N8N for you or with,
Okay.
but I think the best thing to do would probably be just hang on for that. There's still way more that we can automate in your business that hasn't been
Okay.
done, I'd say. Um, I would start with SEO next if I was you, bro. I don't know. Tell me, are you fully booked up, or do you? Because I imagine the main thing that you need is more traffic.
Yeah, no, actually, no, I'm hurting for booking. I definitely need some booking. So yeah,
I'd say more. It sounds like you might be actually having a harder time spending. There's more of a need. Well, tell me, is it hard for you to get all the work you have done already right now?
uh, actually not quite, but I'm just like I don't want to overwhelm myself.
Yeah,
We're wearing too many hats,
right.
and as you say, like I think if I get enough booking, and I don't want to get to a point where like I got 4 or 5 bookings, and I'm like pretty much spinning myself from one too many directions. I want to prepare myself, to be because I actually believe it or not. I had a situation until I merged all my calendar. I had a job that I lost $700 on it because I was beyond schedule and the customer canceled service. So
Hmm,
that was like, okay, I cannot afford,
right.
that type of mistakes because I was wearing too many hats. So that's kind of
Yeah.
one of my concern. Yeah.
You can definitely take away a lot of the busy work, probably already just with what's in there. Go ahead and submit the ticket and show us what you need.
Mm,
But I would, strongly encourage SEO to be one of your next steps you pay for.
mm,
Um, and but send that over. Maybe it's stuff we can do in high level. Who knows?
okay.
We'll get back to you. Usually depends on how complicated the quote is, but you'll get a plan with like step one, step two, step three is going to take this many hours to this many hours, uh, and we'll be able to think about it as plan it as much as it can be planned. The thing with nature of software development is it never goes as planned. But
Mm, yeah.
There's always another step.
yeah,
Yeah, absolutely. No, thank you guys. You guys have always been great.
thank you, Ed.
Hey,
Yeah.
Rob, I sent you a text message with the script,
Awesome, man.
and also you were gonna send me a copy of one of your ads.
Yes, I'm gonna let me see if I can just find that right now so I don't forget.
Yeah, that's why I reminded you.
Yeah,
So you're saying Rob is MIA on Instagram? Is that what you're saying, Rob?
I paid to get it back, so it should in a couple of days. I paid one of those. I have a client who's gotten his back, and then well, he has a guy that got his back, and he's gotten a bunch of others. So I trust him. There was two other guys I could have gone with, and I'm like, I just don't trust him enough. But my client is definitely not gonna be playing a prank on me. So I'm excited to have it back. It said 1 to 30 days. It's probably day 4.
Well, do you keep a copy of those, a hard copy, Rob, when you make the video, or you just kind of go off of on the video?
A lot of them, it's just a story. And, like, I just loved how all my memories, like me visiting Egypt, seeing my team there, the penthouse in Miami. I want to make sure when a girl likes me that she digs through all that. And then it's got the timeline on it. No, I like to have them for myself. And hopefully it'll be back shortly. I think I found the ad, Bob.
Okay.
Let me see. Nope, that's not the one I wanted. Mm-mm-mm.
Because of the time crunch I'm thinking that I might go with one of the canned webinars rather than a custom webinar, but I like the custom webinar. It just seems to flow so good.
Okay. If you need to update, shoot, man. Gosh, where is it?
Does anyone on this call use webinars?
I doubt it. Besides me,
Okay.
uh,
So, Rob, what are the advantages of webinars? Would you say what is the real positive that you're going to get out of a webinar if you get it up and going?
I just like to have like that one pillar piece of content. To be honest, that um, if people are looking for my explanation of my offer in a
Hmm.
high credibility setting, that's what I send them. If they just met me, so it saves a lot of time with getting a lot of credibility stuff,
Hmm.
general service offering out of the way, and sets it up for the kind of conversation you want to have after that. And so I just push, there's always a push to that link. I used to have it where if you booked for one of these live Zooms, it would book you and redirect you to the webinar page. And I think it still does that. If you go, I'm starting to use a different booking link because I got tired of the accidental bookings because of email spam filter clicks. And I think I still push people to that. Bob, I'm trying to find this thing,
Yeah,
man.
okay.
Oh, I see what I was doing. I'm about to have my hands on it any second now. Shoot. I remember somebody I texted it to. Oh, never mind. I showed him in person.
I created a video in it. I created a ad in NVIDIA,
Uh-huh.
but I didn't like the way it came out. So that's why I said, let me do the script myself and I'll work from there.
I don't really like those either. Oh my gosh.
One platform that's already being used.
That's the one I'm looking for, but that's the I'm finding the components of the video, but not the final one.
So
Mhm.
you have a short version and a long version, right? What is it, 30 seconds in 1 minute? Is that what you have?
I'm looking for that main one I had that did really well, and
The one with the crumpled up piece of paper or a different one?
that one. That's the one, man. But I'm having the hardest time.
Well, I'm going to keep you on this call until you find it.
Yeah, may as well. I've got to close it. Yeah, I got a little bit of time right here. But yeah. I probably
Do you ever have any calls where it's like a community where everybody's talking to each other?
uh occasionally. Um like this? Or do you just mean like
Well, where we're sharing ideas of what we're doing in our businesses.
I'd say that's more the first half. So
Mhm.
this is more well,
You
you
don't ever invite me to the first half. You always invite me to the second half.
it's I wondered why you said 2 p.m., Bob. You're not getting the text about the meeting?
No.
There's still a glitch. They tried to fix it last week, and I noticed this morning that it isn't fixed yet. This
So
is
is this a regular meeting an hour before this?
Yeah. So what you
Okay.
should do is just go to this thing and add it right here if you want to
Yeah.
always. This is the one. This is the earlier session. Oh, I'm not showing my screen. So go to the book appointment button and
Mhm.
head right here.
You know what, that might be good, Rob, is maybe not every week, but maybe once a month you have just a separate meeting where everybody that's within your network gets on here and says, this is what I do. And maybe there's some synergy between people so you can meet people and get going. That's a great idea, Bob.
Yeah.
I do that a lot with I'm in 5 different AI groups and I do
Mhm.
that with a lot of them.
Well, if you know, especially you, Rob, if you send out to everybody and say, listen, if you want to meet other people in the same kind of business you're doing, if you're starting out, or if you have experience, or if you just want to talk about what you do and maybe somebody else can work with you, that's a great way to get on. Everybody has a minute or two to talk about what they do. And if somebody, they can message each other if there's some synergy there.
Yeah. I like that too. It's kind of more like a BNI type format.
Right.
Yeah.
Uh, Bob, I just dropped that calendar link in the chat there for you, so you can put this on. And then I already put a ticket into the team about this earlier. I'm not sure why it's doing it. Oh, and I'm gonna
I
see.
got it. I got it. Just put a reminder in for yourself for the ad.
Rob, if we continue to have problems, we're going to have to call Devin. We're going to have to bring him in this conversation. I really don't want to do that.
Yeah, I don't want to be in trouble. Like I filmed this video over a year ago. I may just
Well, can you go through it like when it was done? Like if it was done like last May, can you look at whatever the dates?
my I don't. It's when it was edited. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
okay. It's edited it out.
But let me see.
Now, did you drop these on YouTube or is just basically strictly only to Meta?
I think these were before I really started doing much on YouTube. I think I can find it. It's just a little bit further back. Mm-mm-mm. All right. Oh, all right. We're close. Going the wrong way. Found it.
Good.
Here's the secret the big guys don't want you to know about. There's
There we go.
Who's that guy talking? That guy sounds kind of weird. What video is that?
You just started a business. Here's the secret the big guys don't want you to know about.
This is probably
There is
one most
one
of you guys
platform
played.
that's already been used by million businesses that can be used to replace over $7,000 a month in software that you need or are going to
old in
need.
the last
It
year.
also happens to be the secret to how
Golly.
businesses pass six figures
Was this
per month
5
in
years ago, Rob?
It's called
Like,
Go High
yeah,
Level.
it's been a rough
Right
year.
here, you can see all the software that you can use it to replace. Websites, booking calendars, forms, document signing, email and SMS marketing,
You
workflow
guys ever hear
automation,
that?
communities, analytics, and more.
How
High Level
successful was that ad?
one platform that can allow you to automate this many business
$100,000
essentials
on it or
for
something.
$97 a month, but that also has the power and flexibility to allow you to
spend more
fully
time.
automate customer service and appointment setting by automating AI conversations over voice, WhatsApp, social media, SMS, and email. Click below right now so I can give you full access to my 40-lesson course and so you can see the full breakdown on all the bonuses that you're gonna get when you start a trial through my link. See you soon.
That was the banger. And I had
Yeah,
one.
hey, why are you trying to mean mug everybody at the end, Rob? I mean, where's the happy? I know you're serious, but then give him something instead of giving him a see you soon.
See you tomorrow. I thought it was cool, Lance. I
I'm
don't
just kidding. It's good. I'm just teasing with you.
but yeah, guys. So let me send that to you, Bob. I'm trying to think the best way to send it.
So that was a minute. Is that right? That
Yeah.
was a minute, about a minute video.
It was probably. It's gonna be better if it's not that long.
I have mine is 25 seconds.
That should
Okay.
be. Now let me give you a drive link. Oh, don't you dare tell me it's not. What I'm gonna tweak. What the heck? Well,
Give me all your bank statements.
Bob, I'm gonna text this to you.
Yeah, that's fine.
I didn't save your number when I called you the other day. What is it?
What's that?
What's your number? I don't have it saved in my cell phone.
302
Uh-huh.
500
Uh-huh.
2924.
All right, Bob. There you go, man. Cool. Main thing is just like intro and outro.
Mm-hmm.
But guys, I gotta run. I'll talk to you.
Okay. Thanks, Rob. Appreciate your help.
Shoot me a message if you guys need anything.